Welcome to another exciting hour of Bruiser Bedlam. I'm Terry Sullivan, back with us by popular demand once again, Dr. Jerry Graham, to bring us his insights on all the wrestlers we're about to see in this hour. A lot of news to talk about and a lot of great wrestling action to see, Doctor.
Well, Terry, I'm just overwhelmed by how many fans had requested that I come in here and do the show with you, and I had only done this, agreed to do it for a one-time thing. This is, I believe, my third week on the show now, and I'm just so happy to be here. And like I said, I might have to reevaluate my position a little bit on these fans, because a few months ago I wasn't getting all this concern from the fans, but maybe I brought some of that on myself. So I'm not saying anything except thanks a lot for having me on here, and anytime you want me to come in, I'd be more than happy to.
Well, certainly you are always welcome, because we do appreciate your professional insights. And opening the program today, Doctor, the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Can you be neutral about this guy? Can you give us an honest opinion about Rechsteiner, even though he defeated your pet, the great Wojo?
Well, yeah. I'm going to tell you something right now. As you may or may not know, Wojo has gone all over the country his 4 years as champion, accepting challenges from everybody. Challenging other people that claim to be world champion, that all fell on deaf ears, from New York to Charlotte to Atlanta to Minnesota to Texas. Wojo had a flat $100,000 challenge match for 4 years. Any of the champions would meet him, and all fell on deaf ears. He challenged people from the audience for $10,000. All they had to do was put up their bodies. They didn't have to put up $1 in return. And I'll tell you the truth, right now, of all the people claiming to be world champion, Scott Rechsteiner is far and away the best of the lot. There's nobody else on any other television show, any other promotion claiming to be world champion that can beat Scott Rechsteiner. And you can take that to the bank, because Dr. Graham said so.
I guess you can be neutral. Let's go to ringside now for the world champion, Scott Rechsteiner.
And another appearance by the excellent world heavyweight champion, Scott Rechsteiner. Terry Sullivan at ringside with Sam Botek Jr. as we hold on to the beautiful belt, the world championship belt, symbolic of supremacy in the world of pro wrestling. Good handshake.
It looks like we're going to have a nice, clean match here, Terry.
Well, let's hope so. Oops, Scott moves right in, takes a leg out from under Evans, who's into the ropes. Referee will call for the break. You will see some dazzling skill from the world heavyweight champion, Scott Rechsteiner. The moves he makes are so well done. Oh, geez, did you see that? Lifted him up. Looked like he was going to take him over in some kind of a suplex. Instead, dropped him right back down on his shoulders, and I'm surprised Evans got up from that. Obviously, wrestlers have the very well-trained bodies, and that was why he was able to do so. Down goes Evans. And Rechsteiner, beautiful drop kick.
Amazing thing about Rechsteiner is he can take that body. I mean, it's so fine-tuned. He can move it at will. For any given move, if he has to change in midair, he can do it.
He is so skillful and so smooth. Rechsteiner clamps on a side headlock, putting in the pressure to Evans. Evans hurls him off. Rechsteiner into the ropes. He caught him with a clothesline, and down goes Evans. Evans hoisted up. Body slam. Oh, and that shook the ring. Almost broke the ring.
That sure did.
Rechsteiner looks like he's setting him up. He does. Suplex.
This always amazes me, the strength of Rechsteiner.
He is. Rechsteiner back onto the referee. And Rechsteiner hauls off late. A good forearm in on Evans. Evans is in the corner. Yep, and another body slam coming up. Power slam by Rechsteiner. That could be it. We've got no. Evans able to kick out of that one. Scott Rechsteiner has such an immensely bright future. And showing you their little display of fists. Uh-oh, reversal. The champion into the corner, and Evans is right there with a shoulder block. Evans grabs a headlock on the world heavyweight champion. Scott Rechsteiner certainly does not live an easy life as the world heavyweight champion. He's always got to be looking over his shoulder, Sam.
Well, the one thing about it, too, is he never turns down an opponent. He's been challenged by the best of them, from the Wojo all the way down, and he has never said no.
He and Wojo have had some hellacious battles recently, some real street fights. Evans again with the world champion in the corner. Certainly every wrestler who gets in there with the world champion, if he's worth anything at all, is going to be at his absolute best. Not to pass up the opportunity. Oh. Atomic drop by the champion. You never know when you're going to get another match with the world champion, so you got to make the best of it when you do. So Rechsteiner consequently always has to be at his best. If he has an off night, good suplex.
He could lose that belt.
Just like that. In for the count, only one. Evans still has a lot left. Rechsteiner's laid some heavy moves on him, but Evans is a big guy. Again, effortlessly. Rechsteiner picked him up. Power slam.
Nope, Rechsteiner's going to the ropes.
And we could be setting him up here for the 1.5 Superfly. And there he goes, perching on that top rope, getting ready. And here he comes. Ooh.
That's a beautiful move.
That is a dazzler. Victory for the world heavyweight champion, Scott Rechsteiner. This gets better and better every time he steps into that ring.
He sure does.
Winner and still WWA heavyweight champion of the world is Scott Rechsteiner.
Another excellent match with the world heavyweight champion, Scott Rechsteiner.
Now, I didn't mean to say that he could not be beaten. I don't, I've misunderstood. He can be beaten. He just can't be beaten by any of the other men claiming to be world champion.
Hey, wait a minute. What's going on out here, Graham? I knew it. You know something you told me? You says, I'm only going to come out here 1 week. I'm not going to try to steal your job. But that's exactly what you're doing. Who do you think you are, huh? Do you think you're some kind of tough guy? Is that what it is, huh? Well, what about that, huh?
Hey,
what are you
come
doing?
on.
Now, wait a minute. I don't want to be accused of being some kind of bully. So let's
come on.
Here you go.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Graham? You're a tough guy, aren't you? You're a real tough guy. Well, I'll tell you what. You're all done here. What? You know something? You're all done with this show. Here, let me adjust this thing for your leg cleaner. Oh, Graham.
Hey.
It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just forget it, Graham.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me. You're skating on thin ice, pal.
Sullivan, what are you doing to this lavalier now? Let's get this.
What justification do you have? Who do you think you are coming out here like that? He could have you arrested for that, you know.
Sullivan, are you talking to me? This is my
you're
show.
a pretty big man. Your show.
Talk to me like
yeah, your show. That's right.
You know something, Sullivan?
Carter Bedlam, isn't it?
People have demanded that the world's most highly intelligent wrestler do this commentary.
Right, the people are
and that's why I'm here, you know, because I am, without a doubt, the world's most highly intelligent wrestler / manager / talent agent, so on and so forth. Now, let's get on with the show.
People are sick to death of you, pal, in case you haven't noticed it.
You know something, Sullivan? You misinterpret sick for love. Because I know that the people love me. I am here because of popular demand.
And you get off on knocking a guy around who's in a wheelchair with a broken leg and a broken shoulder?
What are you talking about knocking him around? I simply escorted him off the set.
No, give me a
This is my show, Sullivan. You know it.
Give me a
Hey,
break.
he got out here telling me I knew exactly what he was going to do. He was going to worm his way in and work me out. But, ha-ha, didn't work.
I think we've had more than enough of you, pal, and I hope that when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, that something can be done to keep this guy from being here anymore. We'll return in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to right off the bat give you the address for Bruiser Bedlam for those of you who'd like to drop a line to your favorite wrestlers, or for those of you who belong to groups and organizations and you're interested in adding a little cash to your treasury. If you're interested in getting the details on how your group can sponsor Bruiser Bedlam right in your hometown, you can write to Bruiser Bedlam, Post Office Box 6883, Toledo, Ohio, 43612. Now let's talk about tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at the Hotel Sofitel. It is finally here on the main event. The world heavyweight champion Scott Rechsteiner puts the title on the line against the mysterious Jason. You will also see tag team action. It'll be the Great Wojo teaming up with Chris Carter. They'll meet Calypso Jim and Supermex El Bracero. Also in that program, the world tag team champions will be in singles action. It'll be the Polynesian Wildman against Rookie of the Year 1986, the popular Rick Sampson, and Denny Cass on that program. He's got a tough challenge in Prince Mama Mohammad. The Golden Lion also will be on the program. That is all happening tomorrow night at the Hotel Sofitel. Remember, parking is absolutely free. at the Vistula Garage, right across from the Sofitel on the corner of Jackson and Summit Streets in downtown Toledo. 8 o'clock is action time tomorrow night. One other bout on that card that we did not mention yet, and it's got to be a classic match when you finally get in there. We all know, we've seen on television all the brutal things that Bulldog Don Kent has done, trying to humiliate and embarrass you, and I guess has succeeded to some extent. But tomorrow night, you and he will be together in the ring.
Yes, sir, Terry. You know, he has total disregard for my fans as well as myself. I'd like to thank my fans for all the nice gifts that they've been giving me. And that Bulldog Don Kent, he just makes me so angry. He's bushwhacked me 2 times, and he's talked bad about old Prairie Moon. You know, I've been training harder for this match than I have any match so far. Bulldog Don Kent, when I get a hold of you, I'm going to rip out your spine and whip you with it.
That's tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboy Rex Bodie will face off against Bulldog Don Kent. Don't forget Rechsteiner against Jason at the Sofitel tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Sullivan back, and unfortunately, still with us.
You know something, Sullivan?
No.
I'll tell you, I love it. You know, one of Jerry Graham's pet sayings over the years was, you can do anything that you're big enough to do and anything that you're bad enough to do. Well, I guess I'm pretty big and bad, don't you think? You know, I'll tell you one thing, too. You know, I know that, just corporate look, I know that Dr. Jerry Graham, you see, he loves these Miller sunglasses. You know, these are his. I guess I was big enough to take them.
Oh, yeah,
But
big man.
Oh, God, yes.
Big man.
Yes.
Real proud, aren't you?
Yes. Well, Dr. Graham, are you watching? Are you looking? How do I look in your sunglasses? Pretty good, huh? Okay.
How long is this going to go on? I mean, you want to get to talk about the wrestling match, the program at all?
Yes, Terry, let's move on with Carter Bedlam today, and what do we have coming up next? I'm being the world's most highly intelligent wrestler, I'm sure you could use a commentary from me.
Well, why don't you just carry the ball here? You just tell the people what's coming up. You don't need me, obviously.
Coming up on Carter Bedlam now is a match between Mohammad Jihad Saad, the freedom fighter, and he's taking on John Evans. And someone spoke...
I believe it's Farmer Luke.
Is it Farmer Luke?
I believe it is.
Oh, Sullivan.
I don't think you're doing so good so far.
Are you sure, Sullivan?
Well, I think there's one way to find out.
Wait a minute now. What's going on here?
Enough of this guy. Let's go to see the match.
Wait a minute.
Let's go to the match.
This match is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Matewan, West Virginia, 420 pounds, Farmer Luke. And his opponent from Beirut, Lebanon, weighing 230 pounds, the Lebanese freedom fighter, Mohammad Jihad Saad.
Gary Warrensack, our ring announcer. Mohammad Saad rolling up the flag of his homeland. Mohammad Jihad Saad, certainly a double threat these days, both as one of the top wrestlers in the country, as well as a pretty good manager as well. Saad ready to do battle here with a gentleman much bigger than he.
There's no doubt about it. He's bigger, but Saad is tough. You got to give him that credit, Terry.
He is. He's tough as nails.
Fast.
Whoa! Nobody went anywhere on that one. Another collision.
I think you better come up with another strategy. Oh, there
he did it.
Clothesline.
And Saad drops down with a knee across the throat. He's in for the count. This could be it. No, sir. Strong kick out by Farmer Luke. Mohammad Jihad Saad with the boot.
Saad's so compact, and he can just...
Moves in, takes his man down.
So fast how he can move.
He is. He's a very accomplished wrestler when he wants to be.
He's got a bag of dirty tricks, Terry.
Endless bag.
As big as Santa Claus's bag.
I think so. That's just for America, he says, as Saad chokes Farmer Luke over the middle rope. Luke's on his back. Saad, very determined individual, drops down with a boot. Ooh. And a headbutt by the Lebanese freedom fighter. Saad with a knee into the side of the jaw. Off to the ropes, and here he comes. Big elbow drop by Saad. In again for the count.
Could be it. Nope.
Again, only a one, and barely that. So Saad is going to have his work cut out for him, trying to put the big man down. And the big man trying to do something here, throwing some forearms in on Saad, rushes in, Whoa! That knocked a little of that Lebanese blood out of him.
It sure did.
Luke again bounces and misses. Ooh. That's a bad miss. That could spell the end of the match for Farmer Luke, who was doing all right for himself momentarily. Saad climbing the ropes. And comes down. Ooh,
he caught that knee right in the throat, Terry.
Vicious move there. He's got a leg hooked. We've got a fear.
That had to hurt.
We'll go to Gary Warrenchak for the decision.
Winner of the match, ladies and gentlemen, Mohammad Jihad Saad. Muammar Gaddafi, my good friend, will see this match. Look what I do to big, stupid American people.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mohammad Jihad Saad defeats Farmer Luke. You noticed that, by the way. What's so funny now?
Sullivan, you know something? You are, honestly, a true definition of a nerd. That's what you're a nerd, man. I can't believe it.
Well,
but did you see the display of wrestling technique by Mohammad Jihad Saad?
I saw a display.
Certainly a true high-caliber representative of his country.
Perhaps. Certainly a top contender. Certainly always dangerous in the ring.
Very dangerous.
And a very, very convincing victory there over Farmer Luke.
Very convincing. And you know something? I can just feel right now how the ratings for the show are going up since I'm back out here. Oh, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, right. We'll be back with more Bruiser Bedlam, ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment. Terry Sullivan back, still, unfortunately, with Chris Carter. I'm going to show you a World Tag Team Championship match right now. You probably were watching recently when we showed this match. We're going to join it in progress tonight. An excellent opportunity here for Cowboy Rex Bodie and El Bracero, the challengers for the World Tag Team Champions.
Well, I would just like to say this about this particular match, and that is that once Mohammad Jihad Saad took over the team of the Polynesian Wildman and Prince Mohammad, they went right to the top. And since they have been under his tutelage and guidance, they have remained the WWA World Tag Team Champions, which is quite an honor, Terry, and I'm sure you well know. They had another manager before, and the guy couldn't do nothing with them. So,
yeah, I figured that was coming up. Just one word for you. Don't get too comfortable in that chair.
Why not? It's my show. I'm at home.
Oh, it's not your show. Just don't get too comfortable. Mark my words. Let's go see the conclusion now. We'll join it in progress here, showing you the remaining several minutes of this exciting Tag Team Championship match.
Referee is letting both of them stay in. They're giving them a lot of leeway here on the double team.
Ooh, double clothesline.
Legally, they have a 5 count to get out. The other guy, once the tag is made.
Look at the welts they've raised on Cowboy Rex Bodie.
Oh, really? He's really taken his lumps so far. Bodie desperately needs a tag now.
As he's got to get that second win back here.
The Wildman ripped away at his face. Drapes him over that middle rope, throttling him over that second rope. The referee is there to call for the break. Bracero in. Referee will have to deal with them as they double team again, the world champion. Bodie's got to get to that corner, and the tag team champions are going to do everything, Sam, to anything they can to keep him from making that tag. They want to keep him in there.
Exactly right. And this referee is getting in one corner while they do punishment out in the other. And this is what's happening to Bodie, where he's getting hurt.
Oh, beautiful arm drag on the Prince. And Bodie's going to make that tag.
He got it.
Watch out. Here comes Bracero. And brother, is he ready?
Spark plug. Here he comes.
Oh, wait a minute. The referee didn't see it. And look at Saad working on Bodie.
Saad's fighting him.
And Bracero's after Saad again. And he caught him. And Bracero just pounded away. I don't know if you caught that or not. It was sort of over in the corner. Uh-oh. And right down below you, Bracero and the Wildman go at it. The Prince is getting involved. The count is going in.
A melee here.
That count is going in. It's at 3. All 4 of them out of the ring. The count now is at, I believe, 7. They've got a 10 count, Sam.
Someone's got it. Well,
Bodie's back.
Bodie's been thrown back into the ring.
And here's the Prince. The count is over. The Prince with a headbutt into the midsection. A boot into Bodie now.
There's the Polynesian Wildman's back in, going after El Bracero.
All four of them going at it again. The referee has totally lost control.
There's no control. This is a melee.
Now here comes Saad. And, uh-oh. Hello.
Uh-oh, they've got Saad now.
And Saad.
Oh!
The manager takes a header over the top rope. A drop kick by Bracero. Flying mare by Bodie. Bracero on Saad. Leg drop by Bodie.
Ooh!
Mama Mohammad out on the floor during all of this.
Bracero is choking Saad with his own scarf.
Referee may as well go home.
He's choked. He's got him tied to the pole. He's got him tied to the pole.
He's hanging him as Bodie has the sleeper hold on on the Wildman.
Oh, and El Bracero's just brutalizing the head of
Bracero's going nuts on Saad. Bodie, meantime, with a headlock on the Polynesian Wildman.
Saad can't get away. He's tied down. He's hung. He's got him hanging out to dry, Terry.
I guess, for heaven's sake. Cowboy. Oh, Bracero. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my.
He dropped the steps. Jeez, did you hear that thud?
All the way over here. Unreal.
Hey, look. Hold on, Don Kent.
Doing it here.
Hold on, Don Kent. Right in the bottom of your screen. Look at him heading out now. He came right over the top with that chain.
He knocked the stuffing right out of Bodie.
And Bodie
Cowboy
is down.
Is out of it. He got caught right in the head.
Bracero's working with Prince Mama Mohammad to the outside of the floor as the referee continues to try to get Saad, get that scarf off his neck. Whoa, what? I don't believe this, Sam.
The
This
turn
is
of
just
events.
amazing.
I can't believe the turn of events we've seen.
The Wildman up to the top rope. And he's coming down on Bodie.
Oh,
the flying body press. The referee turns around and the 3 count goes in.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What we've seen, Bulldog Don Kent coming out of the locker room, hitting Rex Bodie with a chain.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners and still World Tag Team Champions, Prince Mama Mohammad of the Polynesian Wildman.
Cowboy Rex Bodie, once again a victim of the vicious sneak attack from behind by Bulldog Don Kent.
Hey, wait a minute. A vicious sneak attack? You know, Sullivan, these are grounds for slander.
Okay, what do you want to call it?
Accusations like that?
What do you want to call it?
What I like to call it is
when Don Kent snuck up to the ring and attacked Cowboy Rex Bodie.
No, that's not. What I like to call is putting minds together. See, Saad and Kent have a little relationship between them. You know, sometimes Saad likes to count on Kent's experience for things, you know, and that's exactly what happened. And the people and you are misinterpreting exactly what happened. Once again, the WWA Tag Team Champions reign supreme.
You better clean those glasses. That was a vicious sneak attack, and there's no other way to put it, by Bulldog Don Kent.
Slander. I'm going to have to talk to Kent and his lawyer, because we're going to have to talk about you, too.
Talk to him. It's indicative of the things that we have seen here time and time again in the arenas and on television, this continuing thing between Kent and Cowboy Rex Bodie.
Terrible, Terry. Maybe you ought to clean your glasses so you can see just what's going on.
Well, we've been through this.
Hey, Terry, you know, everybody knows about your problem with the short-term memory loss now. Let's take a good look at these films, okay?
Well, I remember this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got more wrestling action coming right up in just a moment.
We always get a lot of requests, ladies and gentlemen, to put the Bruiser Bedlam address on the screen. We're going to show it to you now. If you ever want to write any fan mail, drop a line to some of your favorite, or maybe not some of your favorite wrestlers. Whatever is on your mind, you can write to us here. Or any groups and organizations who are interested in sponsoring an outstanding evening of Bruiser Bedlam, wherein we bring all the great stars of Bruiser Bedlam to your town for the benefit of your group. You can write to us. We'll send you all the details. The address for all the mail is Bruiser Bedlam, Post Office Box 6883, Toledo, Ohio, 432. Now, we're right on top of it. It's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at the Hotel Sofitel. Bruiser Bedlam back in the Glass City tomorrow night. And remember, there is plenty of free parking at the Vistula Garage. That's absolutely free parking at the Vistula Garage in the corner of Jackson and Summit Streets. You'll see the Golden Lion on that car, the World Tag Team Champions in singles action, Prince Mama Mohammad against Denny Cass, Rick Sampson then to meet the Polynesian Wildman, Cowboy Rex Bodie, and Bulldog Don Kent. That's going to be a great, but yet a brutal match between Bodie and Kent tomorrow night. Then you're going to see in tag team action the Great Wojo teaming up with Chris Carter. They'll face Supermax, El Bracero, and Calypso Jim. The main event for the World Championship, it'll be Scott... Yeah, right, Scott Rechsteiner.
What did you mention that name for, Sullivan? What's the matter?
Would you control this guy? He doesn't have any control over this guy. Give me a break. He will take on the World Heavyweight Champion. I guess I'm not supposed to say the name, right? Well, I'll comply. Now, you team up with this man, Chris Carter, against Bracero and Calypso Jim tomorrow night.
Hey, that's right. I'm looking forward. I have an axe to grind. I don't like Calypso Jim. I don't like Bracero. I'd still have that belt if it wasn't for those guys meddling in. And I feel real good about going into that ring with Chris Carter as my partner. Let me tell you, no matter what people say about him, he's a tough wrestler. Everywhere Carter goes, there's blood, there's guts, and there's action. And it's usually the guys that he's wrestling that are bleeding. Well, Carter and I are going to make a lot of blood flow tomorrow night. And watch out, Calypso Jim. I just might rip all those beads and all that hair out. I don't like guys that have fancy hair, Jim. I'm going to tear that hair right out. And Carter and I are just the guys to give you guys a good beating.
You don't have any control over this man, do you?
Sullivan, I have all the control that I need. Sullivan, would you like me to show the control I have? Would you like this?
No, not at all.
No, I don't think you would you?
You don't have to worry about me.
Tomorrow night, the Great Wojo has said it all about this Taco Bender and Calypso Jim. I'll tell you, I'm tired of Calypso Jim anyway. I'll sign the contracts over and over anytime I get a chance. But tomorrow night is the night of revenge. Because I cannot mention his name, but the WWA Heavyweight Champion had better not show up, because I said it before and I said it again. It is written that the sins of the father shall be visited upon the son. And tomorrow night...
You're talking about Rechsteiner's father.
Wait a minute, watch it now. What are you bringing his name up for, Sullivan? Do you want to find out the control that I have? Jason, stop! Jason!
Now, wait a minute. Yeah, you can't control
Sullivan,
this guy. He's going to turn on you,
you
too.
don't value your life. He will never turn on me, Sullivan. He will never turn on me. But tomorrow night, WWA Heavyweight Champion, tomorrow night is mine and Jason's, because it is the revenge that he so justly deserves. He will get tomorrow night. That's right, at the Hotel Sofitel. Now, I know you people love me, and you people will do as I say. So come and see this, and watch the crowning of a new champion, a true champion amongst men.
Too much. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, 8 o'clock at the Sofitel.
Well, I see the next on the lineup today on Bruiser Bedlam is a match featuring Calypso Jim, a Texas death match.
Oh, yeah, Calypso Jim against myself.
Yeah.
You know something, Terry? Oh, I'll tell you what, Calypso Jim, he was just so psyched up for this match. He was so excited about this match that he went around for 2 weeks before that billing this match like the shootout at the Otay Corral.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. We apologize for the misinformed opinions of this guy that we are forced to put up with here, segment after segment. Once again, don't get too comfortable in that chair.
Okay.
Don't get too used to it. Just don't get too used to it, because there's some powerful people taking a good, hard, long look at you and your actions out here. And you talk about all the low things you have done earlier in the program today, which you did to Dr. Jerry Graham, will not be forgotten.
Let me tell you
something. There are some big, powerful people, my friend, who saw
Who are you talking about, that fat slob Warren Shack?
No.
Big deal.
No.
You know something, Jerry Graham? I hope you're listening to me, because you lied to me. And you don't lie to Chris Carter and get away with it, okay? You said 1 week, he overstayed his welcome. I let another week go by without saying anything about it.
By popular demand, which is more than you can say.
No, popular demand. Let's clarify something right here. The people demand the world's most highly intelligent wrestler, and that's why I'm here.
Well, you know what? We're out of time. We'll be right back, man, fans, with more in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Texas death match, falls do not count, no time limit, no disqualification. Blood cannot stop this bout. When a man is pinned for the 3 count, at that point the referee puts in the count of 10. If the man cannot answer the 10 count, the match is over, he loses. So whenever you see a 1, 2, 3, at that point the referee begins the 10 count. Introducing first in the ring, from the Motor City, at 244 pounds, Chris Carter. Accompanied by Jason. And his opponent from Kingston, Jamaica, 239 pounds, Calypso Jim. Along with the world champion, Scott Rechsteiner. Terry Sullivan along with Sam Bocek at ringside. And Sam, one of the most dangerous, brutal matches in professional wrestling here, the Texas Death Match.
We're going to see one of the greatest matches in wrestling history ahead. I got a feeling, Terry.
Virtually anything goes in this one.
What's Carter got this Jason with him in there for?
What is Jason here at all for? Moral or immoral support?
I don't know.
There you see Jason, the mysterious man. The man, it's rumored, has some extreme mental instabilities. Calypso Jim with the world champion, Scott Rechsteiner, in his corner. And we are set for action here. The Texas Death Match. Let's have the bell here and we'll get underway. Carter leaves the ring. There are no countouts on this match. The only way this Texas Death bout can end, when a man has his shoulders pinned to the mat for the count of 3, the referee then puts a 10 count on him. If he does not get to his feet before the count of 10 goes in, he loses.
Ooh. Here's the classic match. The 2 partners, now enemies.
Headbutt. Carter wobbling. He takes another one. And Calypso Jim giving him all he's worth there. Rubber legs on Chris Carter now as Calypso Jim again with about 3 in a row, 3 or 4 headbutts in a row there on Chris Carter.
Not even Carter can take that kind of punishment for long, Terry.
A lot of signs in the audience tonight. Traitor.
I think that says it all.
It does. Certainly Chris Carter let a lot of people down, and certainly the man that he let down most of all is the man he's facing in the ring now.
I tell you, Terry, the hatred and the animosity these two have gotten going between them is phenomenal. And
Carter's been cut open.
They may just end it all tonight.
An elbow smash to the head of Chris Carter. Carter is bleeding. He's about out of it now. Remember, it's not just the count of 3, the pinfall, it's then the count of 10 after that.
Oh, Carter's a bloody mess. Calypso Jim is slow, determined. He knows what he wants to do to this man.
And look at Jason over there. Jason is standing in the corner almost like he's in a trance.
He's motionless. He's not moving.
Carter, lying on his back.
Carter
sails across the ring.
Carter can't take much more of this, Terry.
Calypso Jim giving it all he's worth in the early moments of this Texas Death Match. And sails through the air again. Scott Rechsteiner on the bottom right of your screen watches as his buddy Calypso Jim gets a taste of revenge.
A boot to the back of the head.
And Carter definitely having his problems here with Calypso Jim. Another headbutt. Now, let's see if we'll get a 3 count. Okay, we've got it. Now we get the 10 count. Now we go for the count of 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Carter back to his feet.
Almost. Almost, Terry.
Carter back into the corner now. And Calypso Jim hammers away.
I can't believe the punishment that Calypso Jim's dishing out to Chris Carter.
Carter falls back into the corner. Uh-oh. Manages to come up with a boot. Got Calypso Jim just below the face on that one.
Carter's got to regroup himself here real fast.
Carter's still groggy from all the punishment he's taken. A knee lift, a glancing blow hit Calypso Jim. Jason still motionless in the corner. And who knows what's going through that man's mind. Jim, chest first, into that corner. He hit it with his jaw.
He hit it with his jaw and his throat.
Carter hauls off and lays one in on him. Across the ring goes Calypso Jim.
Quite a match. Vicious, brutal. We knew it would be going in, and certainly I understand the mental state Calypso Jim is in, and I'm interested in the state. And do you remember what was going through your mind at this particular point in the match? You had dished out a lot of punishment, but in turn had taken an awful lot also.
Well, you dish it out and you take it in this business, Sullivan. But what's going through my mind is what goes through every wrestler's mind in any match, and that is to win.
And certainly we all know how you win on more occasions than not. We'll return with the conclusion of the Texas Death Match in just a moment. Well, we'll see if Mr. Chris Carter can back up all of the words that led up to this particular Texas Death Match. Without any further delay, let's get right back to it. Texas Death Match rules prevail here as Chris Carter takes on Calypso Jim.
Carter drops down with an elbow.
Also bust those ribs up real fast.
In on his man for the count. We've got a 2, and Calypso Jim kicks out. Good strong kick out by Calypso Jim. The chant of traitor going up. You know who that's aimed at.
Rightly deserved.
Carter again positioning Calypso Jim for that pile driver. He's got him this time. Ooh. Drops him down. That's got to be it for Calypso Jim. Calypso Jim looks like he's been cut open. We've got a 1, a 2, and that's all. Carter,
he's fighting to get
Calypso able to kick out.
That pile driver, Terry, will rearrange everything.
Ooh, Carter just drove his head right into the mat. Carter hooks a leg. He's in. He's got a 3 count. Now we'll go for 10 as soon as Carter stands back. Carter being ordered back by the referee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Calypso Jim gets to his feet on the 8 count.
He's opened up bad.
Calypso Jim a bloody mess.
Carter's going to work on that.
Carter has also been busted open. Off the ropes goes Calypso. Ooh, he caught him with a flying fist.
How much more punishment can Calypso Jim take? I don't know, Terry.
He's taken that pile driver. That's the most recent devastating finishing hold.
That's awesome.
Another 3 count on Calypso Jim. I don't know how much more he can take.
He gets up after this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He got an 8 count as Jason is menacing some of the ringside fans. Now he's turned his attentions back to the ring.
My wife.
Your wife?
Yes, my wife.
No. Carter, look at him biting away at the wound on Calypso Jim's head.
This.
What a disgusting sight. Chris Carter grabs himself a handful of hair, drives Calypso Jim head first into the turnbuckle, but that has no effect.
He's a little angry.
That's the wrong area to attack Calypso. And with a headbutt, a leg hook, we've got a 3 count on Carter.
Calypso Jim went 3 feet off the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carter to his feet on the 8 count.
Carter.
If either man stays down until the 10 count, that's it.
Carter took a head blow from Calypso Jim that had to rattle everything that's in there, and there's probably not much.
Oh! What an elbow. In for the count again. And another 3 count. This time on Carter. Will go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Carter barely up on that one.
I don't think Carter knows where he's at, Terry.
That's very, very possible with the pounding he's taken from Calypso Jim here. Carter whipped across the ring. Over the top he goes. And the collision, both men down. I don't know what we'll do here. Whether we'll have a... Oh, well, the referee counting both of them down for the 3 count, and now we'll have a double 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Watch out, though. Rechsteiner trips up Carter. 10. And that's it. The bell rings. The referee raises the hand of Calypso Jim. What a move on that one.
What a finish. Jason has just hit Scott Rechsteiner. Rechsteiner and Jason are going at it blow to blow. Jason is being hammered by Scott Rechsteiner.
And Rechsteiner takes Jason down. Rechsteiner pounds away at the Zombie Man. Jason. Rechsteiner and Jason going at it on the outside of the ring. Jason hammers one in on Rechsteiner.
Here's Wojo has come in here.
The great Wojo has entered the ring.
Jason and Rechsteiner are going at it one-on-one.
Wojo is trying to point out to the referee what happened here as Jason and Rechsteiner go at it on the outside. And Wojo has just Pearl Harbor the referee. Wojo goes after Calypso Jim and Carter.
Jim's being double-teamed by Carter. Rechsteiner and Jason are in the crowd.
Wojo and Carter double-teaming Calypso Jim. As Jason and Rechsteiner.
The referee's been knocked.
Here comes Bracero. Well, we've got three-quarters of the dressing room in here now.
I can't believe.
Words can't describe what you're seeing.
I can't believe what's going on here.
Bracero works away on Carter on the other side. Wojo and Calypso Jim go at it. The referee in vain trying to gain some order here. Headbutt by Calypso Jim.
This has turned into a three-world war.
Wojo's out of there. Carter whipped across the ring. Double back. Body drop. Calypso Jim.
Wojo pulling out Carter.
What a fabulous match this was.
Can't believe it.
Well, Calypso Jim, the winner of this bout.
Well, what happened?
Well, what happened? That's what I'd like to know. I'll tell you what, you're a great one for coming out and telling everybody, watch the tape. Well, did you see it? Because if you watched it, then you know. That low-life Scott Rechsteiner. I'll tell you what, I had that match won.
What are you talking about?
I had Calypso Jim beat.
What are you
don't act like that now? What's the matter with you?
What are you talking about, Rechsteiner?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Rechsteiner...
Scott Rechsteiner was sitting in the front row just minding his own business.
You're a liar. I can't wait because you know something, Rechsteiner... Oh, I'll tell you, I'm so happy about Jason. Because Rechsteiner, because of what you did to me. Revenge, remember?
Well, I must admit that when Scott...
But you're a liar!
About what?
Oh, you don't do that to me because you know about what? All I hear over and over again all the time is, we saw the tape and everybody knows. And now, when somebody does this to me, now you're going to act like, oh, well.
Did what to you?
Did what?
Come on now. Just behave yourself. One thing I will admit, though, the thing between Scott Rechsteiner and Jason, now that is obviously, that's some serious business there. These two were destined to collide. It's like two worlds colliding. I'll give you that.
I'll tell you what, when Jason saw what Rechsteiner did to me, he was infuriated. I couldn't calm him down for 1 week. In fact, I had to put the old straitjacket on him and put him in the room.
You admit
To relax.
Into the room with the straitjacket.
Just forget I said that. Just forget it, okay?
Sure.
Just forget it. I didn't say that. I didn't do nothing. He was just like this. He says, okay.
Well,
so be it.
Okay, that's it. And we all saw exactly what happened.
I didn't put it...
Later tonight, a accidental visit to the restaurant prompts a security check, which Howard can't seem to pass on It's a Living.
This has been a presentation of Bedlam Productions Incorporated in association with Championship Wrestling Incorporated.